Still recording? All right, y'all. I'm expanding my corn operation. I'm trying to have a whole cornfield. A whole plethora of corn. I'm trying to have 4 rows, 60 foot. 60 foot, 4 rows, 2 feet in between. That's the idea. The reason I want to grow this much corn is I like sweet corn, number one. Number two, I want to see how well it all grows over here with the evening shade. The way it is from these trees, I'm gonna see if it grows well or not. What reason am I on? Reason 3, I want to have a corn picking party where I get a bunch of people from the family over, you know, extended family and all that. I'm gonna have everybody come over and we're all gonna pick some corn. And they're gonna help me pick all the corn when it's ready, and we'll have people process some of the corn and they can take some of the corn home. So here's the idea. This is what I got marked out. Goes all the way down there, 10 foot across, 60 foot long. We'll have 4 rows in here. I'm gonna get this tilled up today. Maybe hill up the rows a little bit. I'll probably plant the corn in there in all 4 rows, and then I'll wait till the corn come up. When the corn get, I don't know, maybe a foot or so tall, I'll come through and I'll pull some more dirt back over the row and hill up the corn a little bit more. I'm gonna get this yard paint out and I'm gonna mark these lines. I'm gonna take this taut line off here and I'm gonna get to tilling.
Oh.
Perfect for tilling right now. That was easy tilling. Okay. All right, y'all. We got it tilled. That was easy tilling. Okay. So here's the plan now. Since we got this tilled up and this stuff's real fluffy and nice right now, I'm probably gonna go through, find our rows just by flattening out, and I'm gonna just flatten out where my rows are gonna be, go through, plant my corn seeds, wait for my corn to pop up. Then I'm gonna take my dirt from the walkways between, and I'm gonna hill up the corn when maybe it's a foot and a half tall, something like that. I'm just gonna hill that dirt up around the corn stalk so my corn kind of sturdies up in the wind, so it ain't as prone to falling over. That's the plan. We're gonna have 4 rows, 60 foot long, 240 feet of corn. Who doesn't need 240 feet of corn in their life? That's the plan. That's what we're gonna do. I didn't plan this. Like normally I try to wait for I'll kind of test my soil, see when it's gonna be easy to till, but I just said YOLO today and it was perfect. It's nice and crumbly, fell apart real nice. It wasn't all muddy. It didn't all cake together. My tiller didn't get all clogged up once. It was nice. I wish it was like this every time I tilled something. So I'm just flattening this out, and then I'll go through and I'll take the pieces of sod out that I don't want in there, and I'll poke my holes every 6 to 8 inches, and I'll plant some corn, and then I'll leave it, water it all in really good, and then when I get my corn germinates, and when it comes up out the ground, I'll let it grow for a little bit. I'll try to keep the weeds out of here, and then I'll run my tiller one time through between the rows after they've grown. Free up that dirt a little bit because it'll rain on it a bunch by then. And then I'll pull that tilled dirt in between the rows up over the rows. That's all I'm doing. It's not complicated. A lot of people are gonna get real fancy about it. I'm not gonna get fancy. I'm just gonna plant the corn, pull the dirt over the corn after it starts growing. And then I might lay something down in the walkways in between. If I think the weeds are gonna be bad, which they probably are, I'll probably put some fabric between the rows of corn so that the weeds don't get real tall between them. All right, y'all. I did retire for the day, but I decided to come back out because it's just nice out and I just feel like doing it. All right, I got the kids. Quit arguing. We're on camera. Act like you got some manners. Here's what's going on. Quit. I'm trying to talk to the people on YouTube and you're over here acting a fool. All right, y'all. For the 3rd time, here's what we got going on. Lost my train of thought. We got the corn rows all graded here. I'll show you guys. I got 4 of them. I got a string line run on this one. This is what I'm doing. I'm taking this corn and I'm gonna go along this string. This string line is the center of the row. I had the kids go through, they pulled all the sod out, or at least, you know, 80% of it or whatever. I got a 4-foot straight edge. I got it marked every 8 inches. I'm gonna have the kids are gonna go through. They're gonna take this corn and I'm gonna have them just do this. They're gonna go through and they're gonna place me a corn every 8 inches on this straight edge. I got it marked for them.
You trust them to do them now?
Yeah, it'll be all right. So that's what we're doing here. And then I'm gonna come through and I'm just gonna press these down into the ground to about my first knuckle on my thumb, about 1 inch. And yeah, we'll do that in all 4 rows. All right, y'all, we're working as a triple team here. We got one on the straight edge, moving the straight edge along. We got one putting the seed on the top of the soil, and I'm going through and putting them in the ground where I want them. If you got kids, whoop their butt, get them to focus. Maybe don't whoop their butt. I don't know. Do whatever you want. Get them to focus, however you need to get them to focus, and make them come out and help you. It's good for them. All right, y'all, with the help of the 2 older kids, we got that done. I had to get on their butt at one point, but we got it done. Sometimes they just don't want to take things serious, and it drives me nuts. Listen, gardening ain't all that serious. That's not what I mean. This is not serious. Them not taking their father seriously if their father asks them to do something to help him out is serious. It ain't about the gardening. It's about the principle. Sometimes these kids just... telling you, man, you just gotta be cool, man. That's the one thing you can't do with the kids. Don't let them, sometimes you gotta get stern with them, but don't get emotional. It's purely about a lesson, right? I'm not invested emotionally. Sometimes these kids, man, they don't want to be serious when they need to be. Sometimes you gotta be a little serious to get something done in a timely manner. Anyway, we got all 4 rows planted. I got one row of bantam corn, 3 rows of double sweet. Yeah, I know, I planted them at the same time. They're gonna cross-pollinate. I don't care. I really don't. I threw it out there because I already had it. So I got more seed for next year. I got the impact sprinkler on it. We're gonna let that water in real good. I'll move it down to the other side of the cornfield and I'll get that side watered in real good. I'm gonna get it really soaked tonight. Try to get this corn hydrated underground, get it going. We're about to start getting a lot more warmer weather coming up. So I'm trying to get this up out the ground before the farmer's corn around here gets planted. And they'll probably be planting in the next couple weeks around here.
They were spraying today.
They were spraying these patches of weeds, I think. They've been getting pretty bad over here. I don't know. I think they just let them go too long last year or something, and they just been spreading. But yeah, he's got this over here real good. Hopefully that don't mean he's gonna try to get right up on my property real close and try to take my property with a couple extra rows or something. Yeah, they were hand spraying probably, or they were spraying off the back of the golf cart.
Yeah, along their property.
I have had a couple years now. I'm battling with the farmer. Look, I don't want to get into it with the farmer. All right, it's cool, man. He got the whole field. Why you gotta cut into my property with your equipment, man? He be trying. It's like he's trying to take my land or something. He come in, couple 2-3 rows. That don't mean, you know what? It may not be a big deal to him. It's a big deal to me, man. I'm trying to use every bit of this space.
Or 1 acre.
I'm saying I paid for it, man. Stop cutting the corners. Stop riding down my side of the property, wrecking my grass. Give me a little leeway, you know? He got that whole, anyway, rant over. Come on, farmers. Do us the little man a favor, man. Stay away from the edge, man. I got a well pump. I have an idea of how much that well pump can handle. But if anybody knows, other than just getting a bigger pressure tank or something crazy like that, is there anything I can do to increase my water pressure for some of these hoses? Because I'd like to get a bigger impact sprinkler. And I think I got enough flow as long as I got the pressure. So I'm trying to figure out how I can increase the pressure. If there's like I don't know, some kind of device or something. If anybody knows anything about that stuff, leave a comment. Leave me a detailed comment about how to do that. All you landscaping guys and guys that water your yard and got 50,000 sprinklers out there, how do you do that? How do you get your pressure up at your hose? Let me know, please. Help your boy out. I don't know nothing about that stuff, so let me know. All right, I'm getting off here. Love, peace, chicken grease. We out.